Welcome back to Esthetics Magazine. Find more skincare resources at aestheticsmagazine.com. In today's episode, we will be discussing business and spa management. Spa management. Once staff is hired, the daily operations and customer service are the responsibility of the management team. Customer service is the culture of making sure all the customer needs and wants are fulfilled to the best of the staff's ability. It involves creating an environment in which the employee of the establishment is able to work effectively. There are several management strategies to develop and encourage good customer service within the spa. First, detailing and documenting the expectations of service and the different techniques of delivery. For example, the quality of service can be expressed in many different ways, most commonly through courtesy and attentiveness. Through communicating the ideal quality and attitude in a written guide, it assures consistency across all service providers as well as creating a sense of unity and teamwork. One of the most common ways in which individual performance is monitored is through feedback from customers. In order to maintain a credible and consistent evaluation of service quality, a systematic way of collecting customer feedback forms should be in place. Staff inductions and training sessions are ways of reiterating and reinforcing what had been previously learned. They also provide the opportunity for employees to discuss and seek clarification as to the nature of effective customer service. Creating an enjoyable, effective, and quality customer experience begins when the customer enters the spa. Proper management of the customer appointment can be established with a good appointment scheduling system and encouraged effectively by implementing one. It may also create a consistent and non-intrusive way of informing customers that the spa values and appreciates the time each client has set aside for the session. For example, customers who arrive late could be advised that although every effort will be made to provide the full treatment, they should be aware that this may not be possible. Also, a well-orchestrated and detailed appointment scheduling system can advantage the spa through preparation for busy, standard, and light traffic periods. Staffing and scheduling. Staffing and scheduling are critical to the success of a spa. Unlike many other management tasks, staffing and scheduling are ongoing responsibilities that don't stop. A sure way to lose staff and clients in the aesthetics industry is to have inadequate staffing or scheduling policies. Some employees may leave because they are not provided with enough hours, or they may leave because they are overscheduled and burned out. It is vitally important to know or to be able to estimate future client patterns. This will enable you to schedule staff effectively. In order to estimate staffing needs, compare the number of requests for services to the number of services actually performed on a daily basis over a period of a month or more. This will help to determine how many clients are being turned away and whether additional staff could be justified. Some employees may become frustrated over time if they are working the same hours and days. It is a good practice to post a schedule 1 to 2 months in advance and let staff make requests for days off during that period. With respect to the selection of staff, avoid overstaffing. A full-time employee is generally defined as a staff member who is regularly scheduled to work a minimum of 35 hours per week. Overstaffing not only increases costs, but also may lead to staff turnover. Full-time employees are usually entitled to all of the benefits offered by an employer and an employer's contribution to those benefits. If an employer regularly schedules an employee for at least 35 hours per week, then the employee must be offered all of the benefits of full-time employment. Finally, it is important to cross-train staff in basic spa duties and in the use of all products. This will help when short staffing occurs due to illness, holiday, as well as at busy periods. Cross-training also offers opportunities for staff to develop broader skills and to take cover in the event of staff turnover. Staff should be actively involved in the process of achieving full competency in each main area of work, and cross-training should form part of this plan in order to achieve the goal. Flexible working hours can also be facilitated with a fully cross-trained workforce. Cross-training ensures that the business can continue to run smoothly during periods of short staffing and is useful for backup in unforeseen circumstances and can be financially rewarding for the business and the staff involved. Staff are immensely important. They are crucial for the delivery of a high-quality service that meets client expectations. The employment and management of staff, however, can be very challenging and time-consuming. It involves many interconnected aspects such as working with people, employment law, and organizational management. When developing staffing and scheduling policies, make sure to involve staff in the process, and that those policies are clearly written and openly available for staff to see. Staff will be more likely to adhere to newer policies if they understand why changes have been made and have been involved in the development of the policy. Staffing and scheduling policies and any changes in policy should be clearly communicated to staff, and this will help ensure effective implementation. Also, it is important to ensure good communication between management and staff. Staff should be given clear and concise instructions, and communication should be regular and appropriate. Staff should also be given the opportunity to express concerns and to be provided with constructive feedback on their performance. Regular performance appraisals are essential and ensure that communication can occur on a routine basis, as well as when problems arise. Staff will be fully aware of what is expected of them, that their work is valued, and that performance problems can be identified and addressed. A successful spa manager must have the ability to motivate and manage staff, and this will largely be determined by the effectiveness of recruitment and employment strategies. Budgeting and financial management. Once the budget has been established, it is important to understand how financial resources should be allocated in the most effective and efficient manner possible. This is where the tool of financial management comes into play. Financial management is the process that is used to help an organization obtain, plan for, control, and effectively use the funds it has available. There are many different tools that can be used in financial management. Whether that be introducing a new financial tool, like a loan or line of credit, or just assessing one aspect of the firm's financial health against another, such as cash flow analysis. Another important aspect of financial management is the use of budgeting. Budgets are integral to the function of financial management. They are the main way financial resources are planned for and allocated in an organization. Budgeting involves a formal process of preparation whereby the practicality and accuracy of the forecast of income and expenditure are ascertained through the coordination of each responsible officer in the organization. There are many benefits associated with the process of budgeting and diligent budget management. For instance, budgeting promotes the management of funds in line with organizational goals, so that strategic planning, informed decision-making, and monitoring can be achieved. Furthermore, it helps to communicate financial plans to financial backers, such as the organization's bankers or granting authorities. By entrusting the future of the organization to the benefit of the budget, it may be possible to reassure external bodies, thus safer, long-term financial investments can be obtained. Moreover, budgets also assist managers in managing the performance of each division in the organization by making sure that expenditure is in line with the budget and by analyzing variances. That is the differences between the forecast and the actual result. This comparative method will help each manager in understanding not only their own financial performance, but also how their divisional resources are contributing to the organization's overall financial health. By ensuring that the budget is an integral part of the management and monitoring of each division or department within an organization, the foundation of efficient and effective financial management is laid. Through the use of budgeting and other financial management tools, effective allocation of funds and the rejection of unnecessary risk can be achieved, thus resulting in long-term sustained success. It's time to level up your skincare product expertise. Are you confident explaining vitamins A, C, and E to your clients? Stop guessing! Get the Essential Guide by Greg Risha, Understanding Vitamins in Skincare. Get your copy today at aestheticsmagazine.com.